from sitting a certain type of way. And even after we get that first adjustment, we'll notice that our body just feels different. It feels more alive, more awake. You're going to probably notice that you're having a better sleep. So many
better posture.
Better posture. There's so many different things that you will notice once you start getting chiropractic adjustments. Now, some people, they may not notice the changes right away, but then others will notice an instant change in the way their body feels.
Is it very common here in Ghana? Do you have people come in just to go through a periodic checkup, or do they only come when they have problems?
I don't know of too many people who are just coming in. They initially
probably because we don't know that you should go in and just have a check. We all we go because we have problems.
It's generally the foreigners that may come in
just to check,
just to have their spine checked, because they already have been to a chiropractor in the past and they want to get their spine checked. But in most cases, most people come to a chiropractor because they are in pain.
Right. So, but you recommend that people should come whether or not you're in pain, because you never know.
In fact, I have patients now who have been with me for some time who are making it a lifestyle habit, and they've been with me for 6, 7, 8 years because they see the benefits of chiropractic, and they don't want themselves to be in that position that they were in the past, where they were leaning to the side.
And all that can be fixed.
Hey. Well, some people, not everybody, but most people who come into our office, they will notice a change if they follow through with the care plan, as well as making lifestyle changes. It's very important that they make those lifestyle changes. Eating the right types of foods, exercising, keeping a positive mental attitude, getting the proper amount of rest, and keeping a positive mental attitude. Those things, of course, sitting properly, all these types of things, those things along with the chiropractic care helps us to live a more fulfilling life.
What are some of the common misconceptions surrounding the practice? Because I asked you earlier about bones. I know most people think it has to do with bones and setting bones straight when you have fractures and things like that. So what are some of the misconceptions?
It's too expensive.
Is it?
I don't think so. I don't believe so. I know people who are spending hundreds of CDs on medications a month, and it's causing other side effects to manifest in their body. I'll see people spending a certain amount of money out on parties or on TVs, but chiropractic is less expensive than that big screen TV that's over there. Chiropractic is less expensive than the chair you're sitting on there. So it's not as expensive as what people may perceive it to be. It's just what they put their mind to. Just think, if you're putting a lot of medications in your body, and then it ends up eventually affecting the liver or the kidney or some of these other organs of the body. What is it doing to your body then? It's causing more damage to that body, and then eventually you're going to have to get rid of those toxins to get yourself better again. Right. So in the long run, it's actually less expensive than if you weren't getting it. If you...
Okay. What is the sort of like procedure for diagnosing any of these things? Is it like via X-rays, or what do you do exactly when someone comes to the clinic?
Well, before I answer that question, there's another misperception as well, is that we cure everything.
You don't?
We don't cure everything. In fact, we don't cure anything.
So what do you do?
See, that's very funny to a lot of people. What in the world you mean? I'm going to pay my money and you're going to cure me?
Yeah. So what
we're not going to cure you. What we do is we adjust that spine and take the pressure off of the nerve and allow your body to do what it's supposed to do naturally.
So you facilitate the care process.
We facilitate the care process, but we don't cure anyone. See, God does.
So the body cures itself.
The body heals itself. See, the power that made the body heals the body, and that power is within you. So we, as the chiropractor, does not cure. anyone. I like to take it off of me. It's not about me. It's about you. And that's all I'm trying to do, is to get that body to do what it's supposed to do naturally. And once I do my part, what I'm trained to do, touch that spine, move that bone out of its proper position, and you do what you're supposed to do, and your body does what it's supposed to do, and that brain starts to become alive like it's supposed to be, then your body starts to do what it's supposed to do, and you get healthy.
Is there a bit of spirituality attached to this practice?
Some people are, it's a funny question, because you have Christians that are chiropractors, you have Muslims that are chiropractors, you have atheists who are chiropractors, you have Buddhists who are chiropractors, but you have Christians who are medical doctors, you have Buddhists that are medical doctors, you have Muslims that are medical doctors, you have spiritualists that are medical doctors. So this has nothing to do with any type of spiritual. It's a science, a philosophy, as well as
it's a mind thing, kind of.
No, it's a science, it's a philosophy, as well as an art.
Okay. All right, we'll come back to you in just a few moments. We're just going to go over to Kevin in Studio A, and I believe he's got some comments on our social media platforms. Hi, Kevin.
In chiropractic, and let's see what some people are saying on social media. Let's see what our viewers are talking about. Don Finisher is saying chiropractors are dealing with the central nervous system, which controls all the functions throughout your body, including your internal organs and muscles. Their education includes courses on anatomy, physiology, pathology, biochemistry, and it goes on talking about the profession. Let's see what Nana Kwame Brock Smith is saying. I understand chiropractic care as a choice limited to one of two or more possibilities, I should say. Medicine emphasizing diagnosis, treatment, and prevention of mechanical disorders of the muscle system. Okay, let's go down here. Antonia Asari is saying it is a health practice that focuses on the skeletal disorders. My final one from J. Endo McCoy, who is saying chiropractic is a health care profession that focuses on disorders of the and the nervous system and the. Let me see what that is. Complete that. And the effects of these disorders on general health. So that is it on the comments on chiropractic. We'll go back to Sandra, who's going to continue the conversation at Studio C.
Right. Thank you very much, Kevin, for those comments on our social media platforms. Right. So were most of the comments on there right? Is there any misconception there? Did you pick anything?
A lot of it, they say it's on the bones. A lot of times people mention it's the bones.
I mentioned the bones.
Yeah, you mentioned the bones, but it's really not the bones. It's the nervous system. It's moving the bones back into its proper position, but the focus is really on the nerves. Some people call us nerve doctors, and the reason why is because when the bones, the bones actually, when you put pressure on those nerves, because the bones is what puts pressure on the nerves, but when those bones are back in its proper positions, it doesn't put as much pressure on the nerves anymore, and nerve flow is able to move to its proper position like it's.
So how do you put the bones back to their proper position? Is it a surgical procedure?
No,
how exactly do you do it?
We use our hands. And did you see the episode?
Yes.
Where I was, touching
and that
people?
Works.
And it works, yes.
Just move your fingers, hands around, and it sets it back in place.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, well, it is. It is amazing. You need to try it one day.
I think I will come in for a checkup.
You definitely
like you mentioned, you don't need to have any pain or anything. Just go in and check yourself.
Yes.
Bones or things could have shifted without you having had an accident or having experienced any pain.
Yeah, like you wearing high heels or you crossing your legs right now. That could cause a spinal misalignment.
Wow.
Yes. I see it all the time. Y'all look very nice crossing your legs and all of this, but It could cause wasisi yawaya, wachi yawaya, and all the other yawayas.
Okay. Is there a danger of a reoccurrence after the bone has been shifted back into place? Is it possible for it to move again? That same one.
Is it possible that
do you
the
have
bone will
clients
shift
coming back
out of line? Yes.
That same one.
Because you're always going to be going through stress. You're always going to be on the computer. You're always going to be reading.
You're always not going to be sleeping well.
You're always going to cross your legs. You're always going to move your body to a certain position. You're always, for people who are exercising. You're always going to do certain things. You may fall. You may be working in a place where you're lifting heavy things up. So yes, there's a possibility that you may come back in because of the same symptom that you had in the past.
Do you prescribe any medications at all, or it's all just in the hands?
Chiropractors do not prescribe any medication.
There's nothing like drugs to assist anything.
At all.
It's all au natural.
We will send you to a medical doctor so they can prescribe those medications to you. Now, me personally, I have not had a drug in 17 years.
Any drug?
Any drug.
For any ailment?
Not even malaria. I've taken herbal. I've taken some herbal concoctions for malaria. But other than that, now when I went to the dentist and they drilled me, I took some for that. But even after that, I didn't take a drug for the pain. Because I know the side effects.
So what do you do then?
What do you mean?
How do you heal? How do you cure yourself?
What do you mean, how do I heal? I heal. My body does its own healing. See, the power that made the body heals the body, and that power is within you. See, we believe that we have to have a drug in our bodies. But in actuality, if we make our lifestyle changes and we start to do the things that we're supposed to do, my blood pressure at one time used to be, and now I'm talking health all the time, but I was working so hard, I gained all this weight and blah, 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 blah. And my blood pressure got up to about 180 over 110. 180 over 110. That's high. If you don't know, that's very, very high. And I made some lifestyle changes. My blood pressure went down. Did not put a drug. I'm not telling anybody to stop taking their medications. What I am telling people to do is make lifestyle changes. And that's what it's more about, more than anything. I don't want people to be dependent on my office. I want people to make lasting changes so they can live a healthier and more fulfilling life. And then also make a difference in the community, in their children, the future generation, so they won't start doing the same things that you're doing by taking these medications. I'm not trying to take physical physicians out of their jobs, because I would never be able to do that. I'm not trying to take what do you call these people? The pharmacists. I'm not trying to take their jobs, because they're a multi-billion-dollar industry. So I can never do that. But what I want to do is make people aware that they have control of their lives and that they can do something about it. They can become healthy if they start doing something about their own lives.
Okay. Is the practice safe?
Of course. It's
no side effects at all?
No side effects. I'll say no side effects, but everything has some type of side effect. But it's less side effects than you taking that drug that you put in your body.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time this morning. Dr. Brian Cox is the CEO of the Spinal Clinic Limited, and he joined us this morning to talk about the practice of chiropractic.